big in the bud. Game. Add screen capture. Display capture. Display capture. The primary display. Oh my god. Fit to screen? Close that. Close that. Let's find an enemy. Test this shit out. Can I spawn something? Facelets. It can be stacked. I didn't realize that. I require anything I can throw this stick at. Spawn. I wanted to spawn on my. Wait, that's the wrong game. Beefalo. Sure, spawn this thing. Are you going to attack that? You are! It works. It's not very good, but it works. Here. They're called like hounds. Spawn a hound right there. Cool. I can spawn bees wherever I want. Alright. So that does work as intended. Mostly. Kinda. About a third. Alright. Let's get the... Hi, McCready. Let's try and get this to work 100% as intended. Start with this. Name and name. These need to be copied over or they will cause a problem. This one has a problem for some reason. It's just not showing the inventory image. Don't know the solution to that. Do. Huh. Okay. No. No. Starting item doesn't show up. I have a problem with these. Most happen with custom. Let's say name something, but no. It's quick. I assume you already renamed everything here. You already finished. Characters on basic. You just No, no, no. I don't want to change that. Creating image. Okay, I can in fact spawn my item. It doesn't have the picture though. Do I need to open it up as the skimmel? Because that might just be it. Steam. Don't stir. Stop again. Launch this one with Spriter. Open project. Right here. Skummel. Okay. Open project. What these things? This is the stick, and this one does appear in the hand. But the other one doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't exist. Put you like there? Don't know if doing this will do anything, but I'm going to try. Let's try relaunching the mod. Because I have made a mod before, and it works. The images show up properly. Battle stick, battle stick. That's what the item's called. And it is weapon. Images. Inventory images. They are in the same thing, except this one doesn't have a text. Does it? I wouldn't know in there. It does. It's right here. This one compared to this one. They look the same. I assume it's not in this file that I messed up then. Are you gonna search? You are gonna search. Okay. So if I host a game. Delete this world. Survival. Turn on the tuna mod. I forgot what that test for Wilson is, and I can delete this other mod because I'm not gonna be using that. I was using it as a reference to see how shit works. And by shit, I mean... What do you mean you failed to start? I meant the skill trees. Because that mod had a skill tree, I saw it in it. But skill tree doesn't. It seems a lot more complicated than I want it to work on. That is the wrong thing to open up. I meant this one I have to open up. And then Error. You don't need a match case. Find it at the very bottom. Scripts util cannot find access. Names dot. Hold on a second. Hi, Casual. I see you're in this theme. Thank you for swinging by. I've just opened up chat on my phone. Names underscore tuna is not there. Fuck you talking about? Cannot find an asset matching names tuna. Okay, am I doing something wrong? The answer's almost certainly yes. Let's figure out what it is. So, gold tuna and gold dumbass. I replaced that like that. Cool. Regular tuna. Regular dumbass. Oh, you know what? Is it bitching because I didn't... Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna delete this. I see. It's because I didn't copy all the things I could have copied. What mod you making? I'm making tuna. We are doing a thing for the Iron Garden. It is a limited group event, and the group has already been decided. And we are all going to be playing Don't Starve. I don't care if it was unable to sync. We're all going to be playing Don't Starve, and I'm making custom characters for everyone. So we're all going to have our own buffs and shit. And right now I'm starting with Tuna, because one, he's the most complicated, and two, he's also the most fleshed out. So it's fun. I don't know if I would agree with that word. I'm stupid and launched it incorrectly. Close you. No, the game, not the mod makings. Oh yeah, Don't Starve is fun. It just takes a lot of time to actually... Here we go. Just takes a lot of time to make sure everything is working. That was the shift button, I meant the control button. My mod. Images. There you go. It's just one of those to be in there. Hold on. I have notes. I took notes. Because we came up with a bunch of ideas. Here's everyone who's in the thing. If I open up the tuna notes, they're right here. This is, he's a fan of the brew, and he is liquid power. So, don't know about this. This might be changed. Honestly, just fan of the brew is a lot by itself. I don't know if I can do anything else after that. But, he gets a custom crafting tab with different alcohols. And everything here is something I'm going to add for him as an item he can use and make. And there are a lot of them. As you can see, there are 19 different items that he can make. And each of them do their own little thing. I'm working right now on this one. It spawns bees. This is, in fact, a true statement. If I go into the game, turn on the tuna mod, I did not make any custom assets for this mod, so everything's just like whatever the default is right now. So, doesn't look amazing. Doesn't even look like tuna. But this is called program art. It's where you start by programming. You know a lot about that, don't you, Lorelai? This is the part where you unmute and say yes. Damn. She's AFK. Do, 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 do. Okay. So here's all the characters. Here's definitely Tuna. Tuna is definitely a cat thing. There's no portrait right now. That'll be added in a bit. Some shit's wrong there, but like... whatever. I enter the world. I can move around. Things interact. Everything is perfect. I have one mystery item. I can equip it. It becomes a stick in my hand. I right-click over here somewhere. I throw the stick, and suddenly 2 bees appear. This is the entire gimmick of this item. Is it good? I don't think so. But that's what the item is. Give... what's it called? Like, butterfly net? What if it's just net? Bug net. Can you catch the angry bee? You can. Huh. Well, originally, I was gonna have it be just like use regular bees, but if you can catch the killer bees, then I guess I can just do it with killer bees as the crafting recipe. Derive items. Currently none. Disconnect. So, as you could tell, my stick didn't have an image while it wasn't in my while it wasn't in my hand. There was no image for the inventory, and that is my current objective. Figure out why that's happening. Tuna images. The answer will be somewhere here. In Wombass. Find next. Oh my god, is this it? Did I not register an inventory item atlas? Is that the entire problem? Not battle stick. Bee sting. Bee sting. Bee sting. Coupled with bees. And describe bee sting. Best not to put them out. Ingredients. Don't starve together. Mod crafting. Uh, no, don't save those. Builder tag. Tuna. That just brings us back to builder tag. Do I need to do this? Let me just check. Prefabs. Dumbass. Tag. Okay, add tag. I do have to do that. Okay. Scripts, prefabs, tuna. Where do I add the tag? It's like 56 here. So, post in it. Add player tag. Tuna. Save that. We can close this. Bee sting. Bee sting. Save. Okay, let's test the mod again. This time it can be crafted using a twig and a cut grass, which is not the final recipe, not even by a little bit. Scripts, prefabs, beasting. Run throw on hit. On hit it runs spawn bee. Post game. Delete this world. Create a new survival world. Solo. Do 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 do. Bam, bam. There was some sort of trouble starting it. Okay, let's figure out what the trouble was. Cluster 2. Master. Server log. Yes, reload it. Okay. In scripts, main function set global. No. Inventory image didn't exist. Yep, I see the problem. I spelled the word wrong. That does cause a problem. Close this window. Try again. Spelling the word correctly this time. Do, 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 do. Create new world, survival, 1 players, tuna, create world, launching server. Another error showed up. Reload. Let's find out what this one is. String scripts. Okay. Scripts. I'll find an asset. I spelled it correctly this time. File path. Images. Here. Inventory images. No, that is in fact right there. Couldn't find the thing. It's right there. Just like a change for Wilson to test something. Oh. Test this. Cut this. Paste it here. Let's generate the world again. Open back on my notepad. Wait for it to hit an error again. There we go. Reload. Cannot find. And then tuna. Images. Inventory images. Beasting.txt. I see it right there. What the flip? Okay. Find in files. This in iMods tuna. What am I doing? Find all instances of beasting. Oh. Right there. There's the error. Save that. Close, don't starve. Relaunch the mod to test if it's working. This is kind of tedious, if I don't say so myself. Do. Okay. That should fix it. Yeah, I know it's not a Steam mod. Do. Generate the world. Do. Okay. We appear to be loading in the game. For real this time. And not for fakesies. Image spotted. It shows up in the inventory. If I drop it on the ground, it shows up. If I drop it on the ground again, it still shows up. Oh my god. And if I throw it, it turns invisible, which is not ideal. I should figure out what's going on with that. Row. Set on launch on pro. Play animation. How about no? We don't play any animation. We don't need an animation. Ugh. Alright, we are in the game again. So fun having to do this every time. Create new world. It was just loading back into this world. We have turned off an animation, so we don't need to regenerate the world. Do, 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 do. Slurp, slurp. I hear a doggy drinking some water. Hmm. Why, hello there, puppy. Welcome back. Okay. Give the bee sting. That run away from the bees. Kind of unfortunate that this makes bees that attack you. Okay. So it doesn't have an animation, but I can grab that, and I can grab that. Couple of bees in a can. The examine button. Drop that there. Sam. Best not to let them out. Honestly, I'm totally fine with this not having an animation. Like I can add one, and maybe if I want to do a little bit of quality later. But to be or not to be. Anyways. So officially the bee sting works. It looks ugly and is kind of stinky, but it works. I would like to just do this so I can know which version of the file is showing up. There you go. If it's a wonderful red scribbly mess, then it's that one. If it's not, then it's the other one. So, one completed. Next item. Flask. Paste. Are you stackable? Does it say you're stackable in here? Because you should not be stackable. Set damage, set range, 810. Equipable. On hit, on launch. Stackable. No. I need to check the Pearl's tea. It's over here. Everything in the game is right here. Prefabs, hermit tea, or hermit crab tea, bottle, refund. So I think I can do like this. Spawn prefab message in a bottle. That's fine. Because I just need to make sure it'll spawn the thing. Hooray! We get to let it create the things every time. It's definitely fun and not tedious.
It sounds tedious.
What did you say?
It sounds tedious.
Yeah, maybe. Now you want to help me make a mod, instead of doing work? You know, just slack off at work and do something else.
Empty thought AI here to help. Give me a prompt. I'm
No.
totally accurate.
Listen. I don't need that.
Fantastic idea.
Alright.
You're
Grab a
telling me
separate.
it won't be your yes girl?
Sure. Okay, so it does turn into the red one, and it is not spawned at. Wait. Give me another grass. Give me another sapling. Yeah, okay, so this makes the... And that inventory item. Well, it's in the hand, it looks like that. And what's in the air, it's red. Okay. Disconnect. Yeah, quick game. I don't care about Charlie. Um.
I am looking though.
Alright. Hold on. Okay. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Is it spawn prefab? I thought it was spawn prefab. Spawn prefab. Spawns a new prefab instance. Do you need to do it like that? Oh! Yeah, right here. Spawn B and spawn prefab. It'd be like that. Oh, food. Thank you. Put that in there. I'm gonna grab some water out of the fridge.
Is
Yeah?
I have an idea, but it's
Let's
gonna
hear it.
completely change your mod if you see it.
Alright, give me your idea.
Gambling.
Elaborate.
Well, Tuna likes gambling.
And?
Therefore, you could inherently tie sanity to gambling. Like, make a machine that Tuna can gamble with. Be it
Got it. Every time Tuna
50
interacts with the Balatro machine, he gains sanity.
basically like a 50-50 odds machine that's either you lose it or you double it.
I don't know. Maybe. It's not a bad idea. But seems a little hard because I am very smoothed brain.
Like, Tuna can take a loss, but like a loss feels bad. But it's more so the high of like chasing wins over loss. I do think there's a ton of balancing you'd have to do, but maybe. I was thinking like you can gamble like gold or a singular item.
Maybe. I don't know. We will see when these. Alright. Give me. think that's what it's called. Alright, let me just outrun these fucking bees. Alright, toss this over here. Okay, so that has crashed the game. There we go. Back in the game. Back. Back in. Run. Run. I don't like how I spawned around 1 million bees. And that once again crashed the game. Spawn. Hmm. Broken. Broken shell? McCready, what are you doing? Broken robot. I think this is what I'm looking for. Storage robot. Broken. Okay, so they can't be followers. Distance and angle. Hmm. Ugh. Hopefully that saves the server there. So I don't have to do that run around every time. Should resume. And let me try something stupid again. Hmm. 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 Okay. Build. Equip. Toss. That did in fact spawn 2 bees. If I just like copy this. Will this spawn the bottle? I hope it does. Okay. Let's see if it'll spawn my stupid bottle. And now I have finished my lunch and or dinner. I don't know which one we call it. Why are there bees next to me? I don't like it when that happens. I know I did it to myself, but still. I'm very aware the premise of the item I'm making is making my life worse. Crash? No crash! Okay, right now it's infinitely reusable. Means I can infinitely annoy the shit out of myself. What? Right.
It does mean that items be exclusive.
It means that item is what?
Like if you just forget about it, it's gone.
That's how every item is. If you forget about it, it's gone. It's not special to this one. Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're meaning.
I'm saying like, is it craftable?
Yeah, you can craft it.
Oh, then never mind.
I have lost the item.
Prophesized.
Yeah. It was in fact prophesized.
So does it just disappear off screen?
That's what I'm testing. Hopefully the answer is no, but the answer was yes. Hmm. That is not ideal. I put that one there, and I walk away, and then I come back. That also despawns. What the fuck? Doo doo. Just delete this world and create a new one. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, generating world. Let me look at all of Tuna's items. Because I think that this one might be the most complicated. Because that one's just a thrown weapon. That's the name of that. These just apply heat, gain, loss. This one actually might be the hardest one. Okay, that was it. I don't know why this exists. I assume, actually, because I took a lot of this code from the mosquito bomb, I assume what it's doing is going, like, I dropped this. This plays an idle animation where it wiggles. It plays a second idle animation where it wiggles. Oh, you know what it might have been? It might have been as simple as it went to play an animation, that animation didn't exist, so it deleted the item. That could have entirely been what it is. And that's why disabling all of this uh, solves the problem, because it's not playing this animation. Give it a funny eye. Okay. And with that, I have removed all aspects of the idle animation, so it won't despawn itself anymore. Alright. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We actually don't need any of those. So, aside from changing this to flask, that's beasting. Beasting has been created. Flask. Does not currently have anything. So images, inventory images. And we're just gonna copy here, rename this to flask. I don't know, what color would you say a flask is? I'm gonna go with a nice this blue. I don't look as good as I thought it would. There we go. Export that back out. That's a flask. Everyone knows what a flask looks like. It looks like that. Flash. Flask. 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 The flask doesn't do anything. Yeah. Flask. 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 This is not a weapon. The rocks? Is it called? Are they called rocks in Don't Starve? Called stone? What are they called? Where's the wiki? The pickaxe is made from. They are rocks. Um. It's actually kind of harder item to use. Um. I don't want something like a super late game, but I don't want it to be something you can just immediately make 1,000 of. What's what's that lady's stopwatches made out of? Timepieces. What are these made out of? Cut stone and gold nuggets for the electrical doodads. Thulecite. Nightmare. Well, Thulecite seems a little harder than I wanted it to be. Cut stone would work. Go with one cut stone and something. What's a good something? I want trinkets. Craftable resources, I took the cut stone. It seems fine. We're not doing lunar, we're not doing shadow. Gems? Maybe? do like bones. What, is this like a boss thing? This is shipwrecked. Oh, I don't care about shipwrecked. Spider gland, stinger, glommer wings. Struck by glommer. Why would I ever make an item that requires hurting glommer? Glommer's a precious baby. How about reeds? Sure, why not? Reeds to tie together, stone to make the body. And then something like... Quill? Oh, Hamlet. A bee stinger. A hound's tooth? I guess I could do a hound's tooth. That seems fine. Flask. Killer bee. Two of them. There we go. Now have that. Flask doesn't do anything. It's just there. Perfect. And as always, we make sure everything's working. So come in here, go scripts, prefabs, tuna. Change this from that to a flask. Save. Come back. Launch the tuna mod. Done that one. You have this many to go. Honestly, like, these three down here, easy. How many are there? There's 7 here. I could lower that to 6. And then just like these two do food. These two do health, and these ones do hunger or sanity. And then a bonus one that does a sanity penalty. Like, that's actually totally fine. Do. Okay, and then we can come back into here and see what the fuck it's airing about. Uh, you need an anim for the flask. Okay. Flask. 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 Save that. Flask. Okay. And we bring out the flask. Suppose it's time I actually look at Twitch chat. Has anyone shown up and said anything? No, that's what I figured. No, there's 3 viewers. That's crazy. I don't know who you are, but you're all wrong. You shouldn't do that.
I have been talking this whole time, and you said there's no new chat. What the fuck?
Excuse
Hello.
me. I'm looking at my phone here, and there ain't nothing on the chat. Anything show up here? No?
Coding, you want to hear something ironic? Something about internet?
Refresh.
I mean,
Oh my god.
there's 4 messages.
There are many people in the chat that just didn't fucking show up. Holy shit. Hello, everyone who is here.
So, in other words, your chat thing is broken.
Yeah, my chat thing is broken.
Oh, that's cool.
Coding noises. Yes, that is in fact Zeke sleeping in the background.
Okay, I was gonna say. I'm not gonna pop in. I'm not gonna pop into the stream until you're like, oh, there's no new chat. I'm like, hold on a minute.
Well, you know, shit's broken as always.
I thought you was just ignoring me.
Nope. This guy. Hello, fellow programmer. You get the feeling that my model has ADHD. Well, the kickies are very important, so maybe. Making a new character, yep. And then you showed up. Coding noises. You want to hear something ironic? My parents have no internet while I keep sailing with my fiber internet. That is pretty good. Hi, my pretty. And then you asked if he could sleep in the background. Okay. I feel bad for that guy who showed up and then I didn't say anything to. And I assume he left. Because I would have fucking left.
It's okay. It's not every day shit breaks.
Yeah. It's just most days. Alright. That's working there. Cut stone, reeds, houndstooth, and the flask and kill it. Okay, perfect. Wow, that one was easy. That was so easy to do that item. That's crazy. Cool. Put out of that. No, we don't need to reload that.
Anyways, I should probably do stuff and things and more stuff.
What? Maybe. But you could also just not.
You know, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I know I'm right. I'm so smart. Um,
Oh, I'll probably be back later.
okay. Goodbye
Bye-bye.
forever. Is this in the right Don't Starve game? Hot? No. Overheating? Food. There was like a food. That does temperature shit. Where is it? What? Where did I see that? What? Water balloon. Um. Wetness. That's not really what I want. Um. Ice? Ice box. I don't even know. Ice box. Uh. Hmm. I was looking at it yesterday. Yesterday. Shock boat. Okay, well, I like to filter to only the relevant things. Not overheating or freezing. Hmm. Go table, run speed. didn't, like, make a note of it? Ocean fishes, butterflies. Um, Warmth? Uh, DST food that gives warmth. So yeah, this does not help. Food value and food type. Ah, look at that. Not what I'm after. Food type. Wow, look at that. Also not what I'm after. Um. Milk, garlic, stone for onion, pepper, tomato. Yeah. Fire nettles? Fuel value. It's not what I was hoping for. Yep, that works. Uh, fire temp. It is not overheating. Although this does have a thing for temperature. It's not freezing, is it? Well, this does have what I'm looking for. Fruit melody. Three fruits and an anything. So let's go over the easy ones. These ones do cooling. These ones do heating. Anything that's a craft is being removed. Yeah, this is made from stuff. Crockpot dish, crockpot dish, crockpot. This is a fish. Crockpot. Crockpot. Warley. Crockpot. Crockpot. Chili. Dragon pie. Honey ham. Turkey dinner. Eggplant. Honey stew. Soothing tea. Regular tea. Stuffed pepper poppers. This dragon chili. Whatever these things are. Okay. So there's not a lot that are just... Yeah. Fire nettles. They are a weed. I could, in theory, just do only things that are grown in the farm. I mean, ice is always a good option to just have there. Ice and fire nettle might not be terrible for the temperature stuff. Watermelon and pepper. Just gonna do these ones. Watermelon to cool you down, pepper to heat you up. Um, hmm. So the sleep one, this should be mandrake. Nightcap is a mushroom, right? Yeah. So, mushroom. I don't know the different mushrooms. These are not the ones I'm looking for. It's like a red something? Red cap. Come harvested from the red mushroom and red mush trees. How about you? This is what I want. Red, green, or blue? Minus 20 health, minus 50 sanity, minus 15. All the mushrooms cause some sort of penalty in heaven. Hmm. Uh, Red cap, green cap, blue cap. Do you have any special recipes you can do? Cooked and boop. Cooked and boop. Cooked and boop. Can only be picked during the day. Blue mushrooms can only be picked at night. So it'll be the blue mushroom. The blue cap. Mandrake plus blue cap plus flask. Pepper plus maybe something. Maybe something plus flask. What if I turn the flask into like a crock pot recipe instead? So that you should just put the flask into stuff in the crock pot and then it cooks it. Don't starve together. Crock pot recipe add mud. That's not how you spell recipe, I know. Wow. That's crazy. Anyways, prefab. Cool. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the one up here. Crock pot. Don't starve together. Hmm. It's called cook pot. I'm McCready. You haven't found a Bulbasaur? You've inverted him. This is cookbook, not cookbot. Um. Hot. Open inside. Animation state. What are you doing, McCready? Cooking, burnt, done. Yeah, I don't see how I would add anything to that. I'm not doing any more than just a quick glance. Hmm. Crock pot starts being spoiled before collected. Good to know. I'm not doing anything with that. Okay. What's that log called? The one that's just like haunted. Living log. Hmm. Nightmare. No, I don't want nightmare fuel. Do I? Yeah, I want nightmare fuel. Flame plug and then flask. They're all gonna have flask in there. Oil. Tar. That's from shipwreck. Oil. Snake. That's from Hamlet. I want to see the items. Fuel? Wow, berries. It's. Oh, thank you for the heart.
You're fine. I'm taking my
Be-
break.
Bear. Is this just gonna be food or is this gonna be resources? Resources is what I want. How does one make... What is paint thinner made out of? Mineral spirits. Acetone turpentine. This is gonna be something kind of early game. Slurtles and snurtles. After eating minerals. Perfect. That's it. It's just this mineral stuff. It can be used to refill a lantern or miner's hat. Hmm. Light bulbs, fireflies, snurtle slime. Oh, shoot. Sounds like Snurtle slime is closer to oil than it is to paint thinner. What the fuck am I doing? Pickle plus flask. Guess light bulbs or fireflies? Hmm. Uh. Uh. Fuck. Where's Tuna when I need him? Yeah, these seem like late game. Not gonna do that. That one's gonna have to be at least 4. This one's gonna have to be at least 3. Honestly, this is just farming. So that's fine. Uh. It could be like pepper plus gunpowder. Powder? Yes. Gunpowder's a thing, right? Gunpowder. It is, yes. Perfect. Egg, charcoal, niter. Flint? I don't know about flint. Uh, The goat. I was looking up the goat. Vault goat. You drop a horn. I don't know if I necessarily want pepper. Actually, I could do like a red gem. Because that's the fire gem. Because I don't want to use the same item for multiple things. Bone armor. It's made from nothing. It's dropped by this guy. This guy. Won by using a shadow atrium. On a fully completed odd skeleton on the surface and not. Okay, cool. You resurrect from the reincarnated skeleton, the ancient fuel you are using premium. Fossil fragment. Fossil fragments are dropped by stalagmites and stalactites and whatever the heck this thing is. Drop a killing a level 3 shadow piece. Okay. After a chest piece corresponding with each creature is hammered down during the new moon. Except if they were made of moon shards. So. Marble. Plus. Fossil piece. Plus. Is it nightmare fuel? I could just go like this. Foolicite. Boom. Prevents damage. Can be used multiple times just like at will. Very expensive. Things that sanity. This is Hamlet. Why am I looking at that? Resurrecting a ghost player. Dang, that gives a lot. Banana. Obviously. Bananas make you brave. Actually, taffy. How late of a game is taffy? It's made from honey and twigs. It's not super late game, but like. Okay. Flask. This will be like royal jelly plus flask. Jelly beans. Neat. Um. I know I said I didn't really want cooked things, so I guess I could just do like honey. Honestly, you know, that's not bad, because then it's honey and then the better honey. Um, called cave bananas, not bananas. So obviously, you know. Watermelon's already being used. Hey, hold on, I think forget me nots are in here. Forget. Yeah, forget me lots. Boom, look at that. From the drying rack. Banana and forget me lots. So pickles aren't a thing that exists. So let's find something else that you can farm up that is pickle adjacent. Hmm. This is a weed, so I don't want to use it, basically. I make tillweed tea. Restores health.
Does this just turn into a cannabis mod?
What are you fucking talking about?
I see weed.
There are so many more weeds that aren't cannabis than there are that are. This is not a drug mod. I'm just making alcohols. A fucking dandelion's a weed, but you're not gonna smoke that. corn. There's corn. Uh, Save this. Oh, this was supposed to be like the mole. Like, walking stick. Wooden walking stick. Characteristics are created by Woody. Speed. No, not base speed. Speed modifiers. Hmm. Yeah, like a 10% boost. Not bad. Okay, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I'm gonna end my stream. Just streaming because I need to stream. I'm a dig dog if I don't. Alright. This is a fun stream.